Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. You're never gonna break my pride. You're never gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep it grooving. So how did you like Tuesdays? Catch me if you can. Dear Dark One, dear Babylon. See, I couldn't even wait to wake up this morning so I could come and deal with you. Look, the sun ain't even shining outside. It's like 7 o'clock or some shit. I was like, I can't wait to wake up and live. Plus, for some reason, I've been waking up at, what time? Like 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock lately. Like, I used to do that when I was a child. I'm not a child. I haven't been a child for a very long time. I like the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rock, you know. So, yeah. So, I hope at least the one thing that you learned from Tuesday's experience with this team, yes, is that if we really wanted to, we can divert or avert every silly plan that you have, because it is our season to win, you know. We can't lose. And even if it looks like we lose, we haven't lost. So you need to watch, see what happens next. So yeah, I had every plan to go downstairs in the mall. And then while I was packing at the end of it, I was like, you know what? I don't want to go down there. I want to go someplace else. So I took myself someplace else, and it looked like you had the mall well set up for me, because tell me why the mall did look so empty. Well, you cleared out the people so that they can't see me. Oh, you tried. But God had other plans. Now see, all I have to do now is be spontaneous. I already have my bags packed. Let me show you my bag. My doctor bag. Yes. My cards are here because I'm about to do some readings for my peoples. You know, we're going to check on, let's say, we got soulmates in sexual relationships that are worth the effort. That's what we're working on next. So yeah, I already got my bag and shit packed. All I have to do is grab my bag, jump on a train without knowing where the fuck I'm going. Allow myself to be led by the Spirit. Now, if I don't know where I'm going, you definitely won't know where I'm going. And therefore, you always have to be one step behind me. And then, my team is one step behind you. Because you know what time it is. God already told you guys. You the pursuers are being pursued right now. You know, the battle is hot right now. So yeah, so your Freddie King hasn't gotten back to me yet. At least not the last time I checked. I checked on Wednesday. And it's funny how Monday I was sick all day. Was that your doing? I don't know, but I was ill on Monday. So even if we had set that appointment for Monday, I was ill. So I checked my email on Wednesday. I think I checked it yesterday morning to see if, you know, out of courtesy, Mr. Freddie King, your Freddie King, had gotten back to me, but he hadn't. Oh, that's rude. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get my phone and check to see if he's gotten back to me yet. I'll be right back. Let's see. Let's see if you had the courtesy to treat me with even a teeny bit of respect, shall we? I need to sign in, hang on. Interesting, I just saw a flash of this site can't be reached come up. I shouldn't have that kind of issue. Are you playing with me already? Nope. Let me check other folders. Nope, nothing from Green and Partners. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Let me check my junk folder. Nope. So yeah, so you guys didn't even have the courtesy to get back to me. This is the second time that you guys are doing this to me now. The first time I put in a request about that space down there that's opposite where they used to keep the Christmas shop, kind of close to Marks and Spencer. He totally ignored me. He said that he has to check to see if the building is still available for rent. And furthermore, why is this building so empty? Do you see how many empty units you have inside of this Pavilions building? What kind of business is this? Or you don't need the money. This is just a sham because you already have so much money that you don't really need the money, so you don't have to take this seriously because this is not your bread and butter, is it? Okay, you're right. You don't have to. But I mean, if you want to make it look like you care and shit, it would be nice for you to take some of these huge, very expensive units, because the kind of money that you're asking for, that tiny little space across from Argos, I don't know, that's probably about, I don't know, maybe 7 foot by 7 foot. The space is actually literally 7. No, that's wrong. And it's not much bigger than 7 foot by 7 foot. It's probably, I don't know, 9 by 7, 9 feet by 7 feet. I don't even think it's 9 feet. It's probably by like 8 by, well, people who know the area will see it and know what the hell I'm talking about. That area there, they were, how much did they say? 4,000 per year and £4,715 for service charge. What exactly are you charging me for when it comes to service charge with that space? Because is there even water in there? The most I'd be using is electricity, some light. I have my own desk. I put my own desk there. I'm paying for the space for advertising. But when you put that 4,000 and that 4,715 together, that's a lot of money for that tiny little space. Because I worked it out, that's like £333 just for the rent alone per month. So the monthly expenses would be like 700 and I think 25 pound per month. £725 just to rent that tiny little space there. So that make any sense to you? What kind of business acumen is that? Or is that just my price? Is that just what you were trying to tell me to kind of discourage me or whatever? Was that the plan? And then how it's ridiculous. But if you really want to make this place start booming again, what you need to do or one thing you can do is split up some of these empty units into mini units and make it into like a mini mall inside of the mall. That way small businesses can come and rent, and obviously be discerning about who you're allowed to rent your space, because it's about making money. And if you make these small units and people start coming and seeking for your space to rent, then that will boom the credit card, the parking lot sales. That will boom the the eateries around here will get more customers. The where else? But basically everything around here, the chances of getting clientele will increase because there'll be more people coming into Uxbridge. Okay, it looks like you don't care about this place. There are way too many empty units downstairs, and the prices that you're charging to rent those units are utterly ridiculous. And then I put in a petition as well to use one of those computerized advertising spaces up there by Savers, and the price that I was quoted was utterly ridiculous as well. And I see the cancer research people renting that space and whatnot. It's like, is that the kind of money that they come out and rent one little space for? The the income and expenditure, it just don't make any sense to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, business is all about profit. So if you're going into a business and you're spending all of your income on fucking rent and electricity and security, then what's the point? You know, what business is there nowadays days that can actually satisfy your asking price for renting a space downstairs? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But then nothing that you do ever make any sense, because whereas I'm looking at it from a logical perspective, you have ulterior motives and behind the scene activities going on, and that's the reason why what is going on downstairs looks the way that it looks. Okay, because for the prices that you quote me, if I'm to believe that the people downstairs renting are paying that type of money on a yearly basis, some of these businesses that are in the mall, it don't look like they'll be able to make the kind of money that you're asking for, plus make enough to pay their rent at home, plus obviously to enjoy their life. It wouldn't work. It's just impossible, because the traffic that comes into the pavilions, the numbers just don't add up. The numbers do not add up. And if I am so young in business like that and I can see that shit, I'd imagine a lot of people can see. So I'd imagine there's a lot of shady shit going on. Okay. Anywho, moving on. So yeah, so my bag is packed, and all I have to do is wake up one day and decide, oh, we're gonna bless somebody today, and I'll take myself over to where I don't know. I'll have to write down my instructions and stuff of where I'm going so I don't get lost. But I'll just be jumping on train and following my vibe, and if I'm following my vibe, then you can follow. You need to follow my vibe, because you can't go before me and set up anybody to do anything and any madness like that. You see. So where there's a will, there is always a way, my love. We just have to be willing to put in the effort to take the steps necessary to make it happen. And me, I'm quite willing to make it happen, because I actually had fun on Tuesday. I went out, I chose a different location, and the people that I actually saw, I did 2 clients, and they were very happy. They were very much in need of the information as well. They needed to hear from God. So it was a very successful mission, and it obviously made me feel good to be able to be of help to other people who are who are having a hard time with life's matters, So, yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know that you can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm going to get what I'm supposed to get, and God's people are going to get what they're supposed to get, and you are going to get what you're supposed to get. And this team is going to get what they're supposed to get. So you can't stop us. You're completely powerless. And that move there was just a little taste of what we can actually do. Because when God give me the inclination as to what else to do, there's always a way. Okay, so you're trying to stop me from making money. You're trying to stop me from expressing my talents and my gifts. You're trying to keep me under wraps. You're trying to keep me a secret so people don't know that I exist, so that they don't patronize me, so that I don't make any money, so that I'm not able to rise out of this financial predicament that you have put me in. But you can't stop me. And the only reason why you were allowed to do it for so long is because God wasn't ready to make me move yet. God was working on some things behind the scenes. So I just had to sit tight. But now the season of sitting tight is over. And yeah, it's time to make moves. So everybody get ready. Alright, so you go on and take care of yourself, and me and my people will go on and do the same. Alright, so now I'm gonna make my intro video for our YouTube family, the Beauty and the Beast Collective, which will one day be transferred to God Nation. So I already have our next name for when we upgrade, but we have to start at Beauty and the Beast because we're setting the ground rules as to who we are and what we're capable of. So right now we in the Beauty and the Beast we in Beauty and Beast mode, so soon we'll just become God Nation. That's when we don't have to try to establish who we are anymore. By the time we become God Nation, is because you guys know what time it is. You already know who we are. We're already well known. So I'm gonna go on and push through. Right now we're gonna work on the love relationship. So I don't know if there's a reading in there for you. But we're gonna start with the elderly. So yeah, we're gonna start with the elderly male as well, because we don't want them to fuck up good relationships, so we're gonna try bring them any information that God wants to share with them to help them save their relationships and shit like that. So maybe there's a message in there for you, who knows. But anyway, you can tune in because I know you need my help too.